the fact that this movie makes up a crisis of the state overbearing on homeschooling, when in reality, what conservatives are really doing is taking over university curriculum with the whole critical race theory thing and completely twisting that in a bunch. But that's something else. Yeah, dude, this is a shower argument gone on for 4 movies, and it's really pathetic. It's really sad and pathetic. Just the movie itself. But you know what? People come out to this. People really do come out to this because it's a safe space. It's a safe space for these people, other than the rest of life. But this in particular is a really great safe space for these folks who just cannot get enough of that Christian persecution complex. Like, dude, it really is astounding because when I went to the theater, Steve, I don't know if we caught this on audio after the little hiccup, but Steve, you said that you had the audience was very nice. The couple next to you were very nice and welcoming, and you seemed to have all smiles. That was not the case for me. Immediately after I'm sorry, by the way, half-star review, just given. But yeah, as soon as like about a minute after the credits roll, the audience, they weren't too loud, they weren't too clappy, they were like laughing at all the very basic kid falls out of the car joke or whatever, and they're clapping at the speeches in a very kind of getting this discount Mr. Smith Goes to Washington kind of way. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, that's an OG. I want to review that. I love that film. Hey, you want to talk about America montages that don't suck? Yeah, look at Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Dude who filibusters his ass off to expose actual corruption in the government. Sure. But in any case, after the movie ends, the credits roll, and a guy in the back of my theater, he starts going, "You guys got to get to work. You guys got to get to work. You need to go to your schools. You need to go to your churches." He actually thought he was Reverend David White for a second.
Oh no!
Like he actually he saw dudes proselytizing. He started doing his own sermon. Like, you guys gotta go to. He didn't say take to the streets, because that would be not very Blue Lives Matter of him. But you got to go to your schools, you got to go to your homes, you got to go to your churches, you got to get to work. You got to get to work. And believe me, these people, they absolutely do go to work on this stuff. But eventually, somehow, he gets to like masks as well. It's like, yeah, you got to fight these mask mandates. You look stupid. Look at that. It's like, you got to take off these masks, all these effing masks. And he was just swearing up a storm. Very Christ-like of him.
Very Christ-like.
At one point, he just starts saying, "Take off your mask," which is infringing on my rights. He didn't say it to me, but he was like, "It's not like infringing on other people's right to the choice to wear a mask." Whatever. I guess that line of argument he missed that day on Tucker Carlson. But regardless, like, he just starts going off on that, and then eventually he's so riled up, the rest of the crowd is like, "Yeah, yeah." And then I'm sitting by the exit, the main exit for the theater. And as people start to leave and this guy kind of like finishes up his sermon, another guy turns around. Joe, do you have the clip ready?
I do, yeah. You want me to just play it?
So let me lead into it. I'm sitting by the exit, and a guy passes by. As he's about to leave, he turns to the guy who was doing his sermon, and he says this.
Trump won. Democrats cheated.
Don't get me started. Look at the average age in here. The average age understands. He understands what the average age understands.
What was, like, the average age? Like, what the hell's the average age in the theater?
I didn't get a good look because I was front into near the exit, and I was too afraid to look back because I had the mask. And it's like, if I turn around, I'll immediately become a target from everyone looking down trying to get to the exit.
The guy saying that doesn't even know how the hell to find an average when it comes to math, let alone like understand what the hell he's even saying.
Whatever that average was, I was an outlier. I know I was an outlier. I was probably the darkest skinned person.
I was gonna say, you're probably a different.
You probably were like the only minority there. I'm willing to bet.
Here's the funny part, is that when you're around people who are this ignorant, you kind of have to, unfortunately, think that kind of ignorant too, because then to get the line of thinking to keep yourself safe. So I know, like, when I was a kid, I would be called Mexican. I'm actually Filipino, but I've been saying, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were Mexican for a second there. It's like, okay, cool. And I'm wearing the mask and I'm thinking, shit, if I bet I look really Mexican right now for whatever reason. Cause I've been told that before. It's like, am I going to be like a target? Cause I'm wearing the mask. I'm wearing a blue polo, which is my signature look. It's like, oh, blue equals Democrat. I don't know, dude. Is this,
It's terrible though.
and it's like I don't know, dude. I was actually legit scared. I was when I sent that clip to these two guys earlier. They were like, "Dom, did you say that to like provoke them?" Hell no, I was freaking terrified. So Steve, you were like being honest, like, yeah, you're not gonna like my answer. You're not gonna like my review. Me, I was sitting there silent, like, yeah. I was like, oh Jesus Christ. So
Dom,
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna say
even
this
think
right
about
now.
that.
If we ever review another Christian cinema film, I will try to make it and go to the theater with you as a personal bodyguard.
we got to go to the squad.